Are you looking for the best monitors for dual setup? In this video we will look at some of best monitors for dual setup. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 4. Dell P2425H. Should you be looking for the best secondary monitor at a cheap price, or even if you need to buy a bunch for your office space, then check out the Dell P2425H. You can find it for a low cost directly from Dell's website if you can't find it from retailers. It's a step down in performance from the Dell P2423D because it has a lower 1080p resolution, so it has worse text clarity, and it doesn't get as bright either. That said, it has good enough reflection handling to use in rooms with a few lights around. It actually has a few more features than you'd normally find on an entry-level work monitor. Besides its ergonomic stand, it also comes with a USB hub that includes 3 USB-A ports and a USB-C port. However, unlike higher-end monitors, the USB-C port doesn't support DisplayPort Alt mode, so you can't use it to display a video signal from your laptop, as it's meant for data transfer or charging small devices with 15 W of power delivery. Number 3. Dell P2423D. If you're on a budget and you find that the ASUS ProArt Display PA279CRV is too expensive, then you can find the Dell P2423D for a lower cost. If you can't find it through retailers, you can get it directly from Dell's website. It's different from the ASUS because it has a smaller 24-inch screen and lower 1440p resolution. While this means the text doesn't look as sharp, and there's less screen space to work with, there are a few advantages to using a smaller, lower-resolution display. You may prefer the 24-inch size in a dual monitor setup, as they take up less space on your desk, and the lower resolution is also less demanding on your computer. One thing to note is that, unlike the ASUS, it doesn't have a video output for daisy chaining, so your computer needs to have 2 video outputs, or you have to have an external dock. Besides that, it comes with a very ergonomic stand, has wide viewing angles, gets fairly bright, and the screen coating reduces glare well. It also has 4 USB-A ports, so you can connect a variety of devices to it, but unlike the ASUS, it doesn't have a USB-C port. Number 2. ASUS ProArt Display PA279CRV. If you don't have the budget for the Dell U2725QE, or simply don't need all its premium features, then consider a lower-end option, like the ASUS ProArt Display PA279CRV. The main trade-off for getting this model at a lower cost is that it has less features than the Dell. It has less USB ports and doesn't have a KVM switch, so it's not as convenient to use if you want to connect 2 computers to it, and constantly switch between them. However, it has useful perks, like a DisplayPort output, so even though it doesn't have 2 video outputs like the Dell, it still has one for daisy chaining. Plus, one of its USB-C ports supports DisplayPort Alt mode with 90 W of power delivery, so it can charge your laptop and display an image from it with one cable. Despite the differences in features, it has similar picture quality to the Dell, as it's another 4K, 27-inch display. Text looks sharp, visibility isn't an issue in well-lit rooms, and it has wide viewing angles that are useful if you're viewing the display from the sides. Plus, it has different picture modes for content creators using different color spaces, including up to Rec. 2020, and it's very accurate in its sRGB mode. Number 1. Dell U2725QE. The best monitor for dual setup that we've tested is the Dell U2725QE. It's a high-end 4K monitor with a ton of features, including a large USB hub. This includes a Thunderbolt video output, as well as a DisplayPort output, so you can connect up to 2 monitors directly to this one. This is why it's the best option to get for a setup with 2 or more monitors, as even though it's expensive, it's something you can use as a central hub in your multi-monitor setup, and you won't need an external video dock. You can get it directly from Dell's website. It also has 4 other USB-C ports and 5 USB-A ports, so you can connect all kinds of devices to it, and it has a KVM switch that makes it easy to switch between computers and use the same devices on both. Besides its feature-filled hub, it has good picture quality with a high 4K resolution that results in sharp image and text clarity. It also gets bright enough to fight glare in a well-lit room, and its wide viewing angles keep the image consistent even if you aren't viewing it from directly in front. Plus, it comes with an extremely ergonomic stand, making it very easy to adjust in your setup.